check. 1 2 1 2. We live, baby. Come on. That's right. Okay. Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I won't
blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wah 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 wah. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we are. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your wah 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 lift it up. Then it bust it open, lift it up. Yeah, come on, lift it up. Then it bust it open for your B-O-Y. Bend it, for you rockin' for you, lift it up, baby. Mix it with your bossa now.
Come on, blaze, so you know.
Drop me a nasty beat.
Hey, y'all. Happy Wednesday. Y'all can tell I've been drinking soda. I got to stop that. Y'all, happy Wednesday. How y'all doing? Come on in, get the likes up on the video. We got a show. We don't even need to procrastinate. We got a show. Y'all come on in, get the likes up on the video. Things are happening in rapid times. This is the craziest part, though. Hold on. Let me get y'all together right quick. It's a lot that's been said in the past recent that people have come out and said it wasn't true, and then now we find out is true, and this we got to jolt it. And I'm talking about the Supa and Rayzor situation. Apparently, Supa's husband, Rayzor, has been arrested for domestic violence. Now, why is this important? Because Supa recently, word had came out, I want to say a couple of weeks ago, that there was a domestic violence incident at her home, and Supa made it her business to come out and say that wasn't true. And then now all of a sudden we get an arrest and an arrest warrant, or at least arrest proof, record or whatever, of Rayzor being arrested. Now, it's not just that he's being arrested. According to the rumors, Rayzor is arrested or has been arrested or is being arrested for domestic violence, not only against her, but her children. Now, I'm going to tell you what I believe. I believe it wasn't the children. I believe it was the oldest boy. Because remember, Supa has a son who is a teenager, okay? So I don't know most teenage boys that sit there and allow a man to put their hands on their mama. So I'm going to assume that's what it was. I don't know. I seriously doubt he was doing anything to the baby. But then again, you never know. I'm not in them people's house. You know what I'm saying? Either way, we going to discuss it. And you know, most importantly, what I want to talk about with Supa and girls like Supa is, why do y'all lie and always get caught like this? But we're going to get into it. We got that. Then we also have Hoodtrophy Bino. Apparently the girl Mel from Now That's TV. So apparently she had came out and said that Hoodtrophy Bino, who's Chrisean Rock's ex, said that he tried to SA her and went and got a kid and all that stuff, according to her. All to find out, thank God Hoodtrophy Bino recorded this, she was lying. And she was drunk as a skunk and didn't remember nothing. So then she had to come back and apologize. We're going to get into that as well. And then also Chrisean is announcing the fact that she is boxing now, or her fight is coming up. And according to her, she has a show, all types of stuff. We're going to get into all of that. But before we do, I need y'all to do me a favor. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to everybody in the building. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Make sure y'all subscribe, like I said, and because you're gonna come back. Yeah, once you get me, you're gonna come back. Even if I make you mad, you gonna come back. So just subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll know when I upload and or go live. Special shout out to the members. Special shout out to everybody in the building. We got to get into it. Yes, wasn't she drunk? Listen. And let me tell you something, Nero. See that girl, Mel? And we about to get into it. We're going to start with Chrisean because she lightweight today. But you see that that Mel girl? She going to have to watch it. she gonna have to watch it. And she's a pretty girl, but all I saw behind all of that makeup and lace front and glam was just insecurity. And we gonna get into it, y'all. Let's jump right into it. Let's jump into Chrisean first, because she ain't really talking about nothing. Chrisean that came on the internet. Hold on, let me get me some water, y'all. Sorry, guys. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. So Chrisean had came on the internet to tell us, give us an update, really. Now, mind you, she's supposed to be training to be boxing. Remember, she signed her deal. I'm sorry, with I forget the name of the boxing company. Ooh, my hand itching. What hand itch when you about to get money, y'all? Which one of the hands itch when you about to get money? Because my hand itching down to the ground. Anyways, she had announced that she was boxing. She had signed the deal. Blueface been over there crashing out, but we not worried about that. She had signed the deal. She had announced that she was boxing or whatever the case may be. They say the right. Now y'all saying the left and the right, girl. Which one? How I'ma know? Because they say one hand you supposed to be spending money, and the other hand you supposed to be getting it. Okay, this the one that's hurt. This the one that's itching, girl, right here, the right hand. Go ahead on right hand, itch down to the ground. It's this one, girl. This the one itching. Girl, I'm talking about, girl, I'm over here scratching it on the, girl, look. It's this one, girl. It's this one. He about to bless me. I'm claiming it. Yeah, he about to bless me. Is about to get blessed. What's up? Yeah, the left hand leaves, the right receives. Now that makes sense. Because you know what? That's what the old folks sound like they would say. Left hand leaves, right receives. So I got the right hand. Yeah, it could be lotion, because I ain't gonna lie. Lady Snow Brew, the way I be washing my hands around here, girl, my hands ashes all get out. Them bitches ashes in a bit. Girl, my hands look like the Crypt Keeper, girl. I look so bad by the hands. But you know, when I'm at home, I don't feel the need to just be putting lotion on and things of that nature. It's not till I get on a live and I start doing this, then I realize, oh, let me put these bitches down. You feel what I'm saying? It's crazy work. It could be I'm just ashy. That could be a case. But I'm going to go with I'm getting blessed. I'm going to go with the blessing. I'll take the blessing. For 500, Alex, I will take the blessing. Okay. I gotta get to thank you, Dimple Pop, and I mean thank you everybody in the chat, Dimple Pop too. But I gotta get to my PO box so I can get some of the stuff out of there. Somebody said they sent me somebody, but a girl I sure needed. Girl, hands looking like an 85-year-old woman. Girl, looks so bad by the hands. You know one thing about a black woman, if you ever want to know her age, look at her hands. You'll never be able to tell by her face. You're gonna guess for your life. Watch her hands. Girl, you want to know the age of a woman, a black woman? Just look at her hands. You can get around in the 5 to 10 year gap around the hands. The hands, and you know what? I would say the neck, but ever since Slinky came out with her, Let me stop before God do that to my neck. I'm sorry. Let's move on. Before I be around here looking like Slinky, girl. Over here talking about, girl, I done talk Sneaky up all the way to my neck, girl. That would be horrible, wouldn't it? At any rate, I ain't going to speak that on me. Let's move on. So look, Chrisean had came out and had a few announcements to make, you guys. She said she has a show coming out. She went to a gym, I guess the day that it snowed in, and she got locked out of the gym and couldn't get in. I mean, I don't know if she was just popping up, or I'm going to be honest. This is what I'll say this. Either Chrisean is training very well in private, or there's some lies sprinkled in here too. Okay. We going to figure it out. Let's get into Chrisean's announcements, y'all. Like the video, Rockheads, y'all up first today because I ain't got time. We got more pressing things to talk about. So let's get into it, y'all. Like the video.
But I've been filming each and every day. Currently working on episode 1. Reason why I haven't dropped no snippets, no trailer, no anything, because I was waiting until the episode is getting complete.
Because she's talking about the show here. Let's go here. Hold on.
I know y'all missed me. I'm gonna be honest. We got snowed in. I'm just leaving the boxing gym. I wasn't able to train because it was shut down. Everything still snowed in. I should have called them before I, came outside. But long story short, so me and the baby, we grabbing something to eat real quick after I
pause. Don't you do that. You grabbing something to eat. Junior ain't gonna be able to eat nothing. Don't you do it. Me and the baby, we grabbing something to eat. I'm not gonna let you lie to us. You getting something to eat. Junior ain't ate since he been here. Carry on.
I'm going to this indoor track. I'm going to run. I took off for a couple days, but I had to do a lot of laundry, studying, basically giving my body some rest because I work out. Well, at least try to work out 6 days out of the week. This weekend been a little different because of the overload of laundry I needed to get finished. My shins start hurting, so I had to ice them and stuff and just put them to. Then it was a blizzard, so I took full advantage of that. A little too much advantage. So boom, after this, I get this meal. I'm gonna go do this indoor track. Y'all gonna come with me, see what's going on in my life right now. I do want to stop I want to drop a little snippet, because I work out every day. This is probably day what 12, 13. I gotta look on my calendar how many days I've been working out consistently. But I've been filming each and every day. Currently working on episode 1. Reason why I haven't dropped no snippets, no trailer, no anything, because I was waiting until the episode is getting completed and then till the ticket sales too. So I got 2 big announcements at the top of the February. First week of February, me and my team will be announcing the fighter that I'll be fighting. I don't even know, child. So, I pray that it's just handpicked by Jesus Christ. 2, oh yeah, I'm dropping my 9-second trailer that's gonna promote the fight April 25th. I'm actually super excited. It's only 9 seconds, child. Then I got a lot of snippets to promote the fight, promote the episode. I'm gonna start streaming. So give me a second. Give me a moment to figure that out, how I'm gonna do it for referral. Because now that I'm stronger, I got the logistics down, I feel comfortable enough to stream for referral. And and then what else I got to say? What else I got to say? So there's 2 things: the announcements of the trailer and the episode, and we'll be announcing the fighter. So that's exciting. And what else? Oh yeah. So I'm supposed to be. I'm not sure. My manager gotta get back to me with the scheduling, but I'm supposed to be flying to Florida to go train with Clarissa Shields, big sis, not the little one. And this would be a dope experience to see what's going on. What else? I'm trying to really figure out what I'm forgetting here. Oh, it's like negative 44 degrees out here. I'm just saying. I'm trying my hardest right now while it's cold. So that's why I'm not going to give no excuses why I'm not going to work out today. I'm just going to get it done, okay? And anything exciting with the baby? He's getting taller. My son is getting taller. He's getting stronger. He's doing really good. His that little flu he had is gone now. Yeah. So I'm gonna start vlogging more on my Snapchat. My bad, y'all. I had to take a break. I know y'all missed me. I'm gonna be honest. We got.
At least she thought about Junior at the end. At least she thought enough to lie about Junior at the end. She lied and said Junior over the flu. He over the flu, y'all. We should rejoice. Junior is over the flu. At least we got that lie. Girl. Okay, where do we even start? So she's training 6 days a week. This is her 13th day of training. We should see the results of that, but we can't see her body. Secondly, is it me? Somebody brought up the tattoo. I was looking at the tattoo because somebody said in the chat that it don't look like she even had a laser removal. And let me say this. Them people told her she had to come back for a few more sessions in order for it to be removed off for real, for real. I'm pretty positive Chrisean went and had the first one done to go viral and then went home. That's what she does. So if the tattoo looked just as dark as it did before she went there, it's probably because that first layer was not the real layer. They needed to go back. And she never went back, okay? But let me just say this. This girl said she don't know who she fighting. They're going to announce it the first week of February, but she hope it's somebody Jesus picked. Girl, when somebody in the chat say, I hope Jesus picked you to fight your battles or your demons, girl, I was no more good. Why would Jesus pick your opponent? You know, I think that the way y'all abuse Jesus need to be studied. Not just rockhead, regular people, especially black people. Y'all abuse Jesus. Why would Jesus be sitting somewhere picking Rockhead's opponent for her to fight in the ring? I'm just asking. I don't know if she meant Jesus. Maybe she meant Junior. Maybe she meant Jesus Junior. I don't know which Jesus she was talking about, but I don't know why the one Jesus everybody knew would be sitting around picking her doggone opponent. It had to be Jesus Junior. That's what it was. Jesus Junior. We gonna call him JJ. Had to be. She couldn't have been talking about the one in the sky. Girl, I'm so tired of her. But you know what? I'm here for the lies. She said she got a show coming out. She got a 9-second trailer, and she about to start streaming down there at the Snapchat people and by the Twitch, or whoever people. Y'all make sure y'all go over there and screen record all the necessary stuff so I can come over here and Joseph, because I'm not going to watch it. I refuse. Shout out to my screen recorder people. Y'all are the GOATs. Make sure y'all screen record all of the import. Go over there and make sure y'all screen record all the important part and upload it to your favorite social media platform. Then I'm going to go get it, and we going to come back over here and we going to drag her down to the ground. Yeah, I said what I said. And let me say this as well. Girl, the fact that you have all of this to say, you over here getting food for you and then making it, oh, me and Junior, we're getting food. No. Junior don't know the privilege of eating nothing. Don't do that. You about to get food. Stop including him on stuff to make it seem like everything is okay. And the whole lie that I believe is a lie, that this baby had the flu and now all of a sudden he's off of it. You know what else I wanted to ask y'all too? Because my brain is dumping all kind of questions. I wonder what she be giving this baby to sleep, because when he's awake, he could barely breathe. Barely. But for some odd reason, when he sleep, he be quiet as a mouse. I'm wondering, would she be giving this baby to what? Maybe he's just not a snoring baby. I don't know. But it's be so hard to him barely breathing in life. And then when he sleep, he just be like a little, I don't know. I would think if he had issues breathing, it would be all the way around. They saying melatonin, Benadryl, child. The girl, they saying all kind of stuff. Mucinex. I ain't even know Mucinex could do that. Robitussin, child. You know, I ain't had no child in 23 years. I don't know. Somebody said a tranquilizer. I'm just saying, like, I'm not laughing at Junior. I'm just saying, like, Junior be in the car with her. If you pay attention closely, you'll hear him breathing, or he might do he might do one of those or whatever. So he's in there. You just got to pay attention. But Rockhead said, y'all, look out for the show. I believe she will be training with Clarissa Shields, because she ain't got nothing else going on other than fighting. She's trying to remain relevant, which she's doing a great job. Shout out to Clarissa Shields. So I can see Clarissa training with her. She's probably going to go over there and do just that. But we'll see what the announcement is for the fight. And let me say this. One thing about these lies, Chrisean, when it comes to this boxing, we're going to be able to tell. You're not going to be able to come on the internet and tell us you training every day for 13 days. Because after 13 days, we would physically see it in your face and in your body. Let me say this again. If Chrisean was truly training for boxing in the way in which she should be, or at least the way in which she's making on to be, if she trained 13 days straight, we would see a difference at the very least in her face. I'm not even talking about her fighting. I'm talking about the way she looked. Okay? So, with that being said, I'm not saying she's lying. I'm just saying, girl, we gonna be able to tell. So before you get the crafting up your lies, please make sure you think about them real good before you come back over here. And then if you tell us you've been practicing all these days and then get in the ring and then somebody knock your ass out, or you be winded in the first 30 seconds because you've been still smoking and drinking and things of that nature, then we really gonna know. Right, and she definitely has to eat right. She got to eat right more than anything. Because her diet is more important, and I ain't gonna say more important, but damn near just as important, if not important, as the workout. So, and it's not cheap to eat clean, if you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? But at any rate, we'll see Rockhead tread light with the lies, but you know that hoe don't tread light on no lies. She about to stomp through the lies like mud. You hear me? Girl, we'll see. Y'all keep an eye on her and Junior. All like I say, make sure y'all go over there and screenshot and upload it so I can see. Let's move on. Now I want to get into who else I had on? Oh, Hoodtrophy Bino. Let's start with them. Let's get with them. All right, so let's get to what happened. So Hoodtrophy Bino, he is Chrisean Rock's ex-boyfriend. He's the one who actually came out and said that that Junior fell on the floor. Remember that? He the one came out and said Junior fell on the floor. He the one that said when he fell, Rockhead said it's cool because he's strong. That's what Hoodtrophy Bino said, okay? So now fast forward. He's been outside since him and Chrisean broke up. I guess he's doing music. I don't follow this kid, but he's been outside chilling and whatever the case may be. And he's hanging out dating other girls. Now, he ran across this girl, Mel. Mel is from Now That's TV. She actually came on Baddies, if y'all don't know. Mel came on Baddies and fought, what's the girl name? She fought Ivory. As a matter of fact, she's the one came on Baddies claiming that she fought or she fought Ivory. And we were thinking that she was going to be the one to come in and beat Ivory, but Ivory beat her down. I ain't going to lie. Yeah, Ivory got her. Ivory got her. She didn't get to beat Ivory, okay? But I still liked them. I thought she was cool. She's a pretty girl, thick girl, too. You know, I like thick girls. You know, back in my lesbian days, I used to love a thick girl. You know what I'm saying? So I like thick, curvy girls. At any rate, Mel has decided, I guess she hooked up with Hoodtrophy Bino, and in the hookup of the hookups of it all, apparently, she came out, I guess they hung out drunk or whatever the case may be. She came back the next day or the next morning or somewhere after that saying that she was raped, or at least she's not sure if she was raped. She was basically saying she's not sure what happened, but insinuating that Hoodtrophy Bino did something to her. Now, this is the craziest part. Shout out to Hoodtrophy Bino. He was intelligent enough to record the whole thing to make sure that he has his receipts. And if he had not done that, it would have been her word against his. And as we can see in this culture, it's everybody believe victims first. And let me just say this. I'm going to be here to be honest. I think that is a flawed type of mentality. I think it is just as flawed to believe victims first as it is to discount victims when they tell you their story. I think it goes by case basis, because if this, and although these are anomalies, these aren't always what happens. But I think in situations where it happens like this, we got to be careful, okay? And for this girl to come out here and try to put that on that boy like that and then get outed like this, now it's making all the sense. And if y'all got sons or if y'all men's on here, y'all might want to start recording too. But anyway, she was under the influence. and she came back and said something happened. Let's get into her talking about what happened, or at least what she believed to have happened between her and Hoodtrophy Bino. Let's get into it.
Yes, because look at this.
Why the fuck I woke up with no shorts on, no pants on?
We left your ass in the room. You probably got comfortable with the sleep.
You was trying to tell him that you had to pee. You went in the bathroom. When you went in the bathroom, we went out the door.
Why would I help her? Why would I help her put her pants up if I never? Why would I help her put her pants up every time? Wait, first of all, every time I try to help her.
Can I say this before we move on? She wasn't alone. She was with her friends, or at least friendly people. She was with some girls. And the fact that they were there, first of all, it looks like everybody was drunk. However, she was over there with the girls, and they are trying to make heads or tail of the situation. But if you ask me, I feel like they wanted to see her caught up too. Because, girl, what you mean you don't remember putting her pants up or down? Because there's video of this girl with her pants down begging this boy Bino to do stuff to her. We gonna get to it, but I'm just trying to see something.
Or anything, or try to grab her. She is trying to fight me. I'm not about to fight nobody while they intoxicated drunk at the end of the day. And yes, he was recording her, and I kept telling him to stop recording her, but he kept telling him, I'm trying to tell him to stop recording her. He recorded her because he's talking, oh, this is for my own whoopty whoop whoop. And I see why he said it was for his own thing, because bitch, you over here talking about you woke up and your pants was down. Why would I let anybody do anything to you? Why would I let anybody do anything to you? Like literally, me and Bino, that's why we've been on live all night. We've been on live all night. Me and him been together all night. Literally. Smoking, all of that, chilling.
So this girl, Lori, because the caption said is giving Mel Diamond versus Ronnie and Tricks. Is Mel, I don't know these girls, so y'all drop down in the comments. Is Mel normally, do they have a long relationship, her and the girl Lori? And is the Lori girl, is she the one who hooked this Bino and Mel thing up? Because why is Mel calling Lori to be like, what happened? And then Lori like, girl, I would never do that to you. It is giving me Hood, Ronnie, and Tricks. He gonna rape you, girl. Let me out. You know what I'm saying? It is giving, let me out. You know what I mean? Like, girl, what is going on, y'all? What about your friends?
We recorded her, yes, because look at this.
Why the fuck I woke up with no shorts on, no pants on?
We
left your ass in the room. You probably got comfortable with the sleep.
You was trying to tell him that you had to pee. You went in the bathroom. When you went in the bathroom, we went out the door.
So how you that with your friend and y'all see her with her pants down and you say he went in the bathroom and y'all went out the door? Mind you, there's video footage. Ooh, boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Why would I help her? Why would I help her put her pants up if I never, why would I help her put her pants up every time? Wait, first of all, every time I try to help her or anything, or try to grab her, she is trying to fight me. I'm not about to fight nobody while they intoxicated drunk at the end of the day. And yes, he was recording her, and I kept telling him to stop recording her, but he kept telling him, I'm trying to tell him to stop recording her. He recorded her because he's talking, oh, this is for my own whoopty whoop whoop. And I see why he's
okay. So the girl Lori is saying that basically she was trying to help her friend Mel, but her friend Mel was off her top. And she was drunk. Every time she tried to go to help her, the girl Mel tried to fight her. She didn't want to fight the girl Mel. Okay, hold on. I get that. All right, hold on. Let's get into Mel a little bit. Let's let into what Mel said happened. Hold on. Now, mind you, this is Mel after this whole incident. She don't know what's going on.
Hands off. It's nothing else that you can say. And if you really wanted to help me, bitch, you would have put me in your room, not a nigga room, right? I don't play like that. If my friend drunk, I'm gonna put her in my room. I'm not gonna put her around a whole bunch of niggas. And then for her to say, she didn't even say it was Bino's room. Like, she was just like, yeah, I don't think the guy, the dude that was in your room, I don't think he would touch you. Bitch, what? I don't play like that.
I'd rather be by myself. So it sounds like y'all went to this party together and they left you over there with the niggas. Mind you, even though Mel is gonna make it seem like something happened that didn't happen, or maybe she just really genuinely woke up and don't remember. But my thing is, you came with a group and you ended up by yourself. That should tell you everything you need to know. Period.
You was trying to fight Lori when she was helping you. Okay. I was trying to fight Lori when she was helping me. So, put me in a room with a nigga. I'm just so confused. Maybe I am fucked up about that. Like I'm real fucked up.
And let me say this too. I can't stand bitches like Mel neither. Stop going everywhere getting pissy drunk, expecting everybody to be your damn babysitter. I know girls like that. I can't stand being around them. Don't want to hang with you bitches. I don't even want to go to brunch with you hoes. Y'all get stupid drunk. This is outside of this whole Hoodtrophy Bino thing. Y'all get stupid drunk. You can't hold your liquor. Then you want people to sit up there and babysit you, and they're not you. Everybody else is oh no, baby. Keep them type of people away from me. Because if you don't get to remembering how you get, stop drinking around me. I'm not about to be babysitting you everywhere we go. Matter of fact, I don't even want you with me. No, I don't want you to come. No. And I don't want to hear people like, well, no, start at the beginning. If you can't hold your liquor, stop drinking like that, especially around niggas. Niggas you don't know. That could help solve a lot of these problems. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't stand girls like that. Yeah, they spoil the fun. We out here trying to have a good time, everybody chilling, drinking, having a good, and here you come. Oh, hell no. Get it from around me. And I don't even go out no more. But I know when I used to go out, I couldn't stand that. Get this hoe from by me. No. Because I'm not about to be babysitting nobody. Matter of fact, if I know you get drunk or high like that and can't handle that shit, I'm not coming. Because I don't want, you're not about to blow me up. You're not about to blow my high or my drunk. No, you're not doing it. Girl, that's ridiculous.
This situation. I don't need to drink no more. I know that. I'm taking accountability for being drunk. I was drunk. I was fucked up, and I shouldn't have done that. But I've been taken advantage of before, and I don't want to put that on somebody's name, but also I don't want to like just blame myself for somebody's actions. Like, what the fuck? Like, I woke up with my pants off. It's nothing.
And you know what's crazy? There are so many girls who wake up with these experiences, not realizing that a lot of this stuff could be them. I'm not saying that a girl who's been messed with or nothing. That's not what I'm talking about. In this particular situation, she's not sure what happened. All she can do is assume. But even in her assumptions, she don't even have nowhere to start because the liquor has completely clouded everything. Everything. At least you admitted that you need to stop drinking. But the point is you don't know what happened to you because whatever you did clouded your memory so bad, and now you over here just pointing fingers trying to find a way. Maybe you could point one of them fingers back at you in this particular situation, because it turns out, let me show you what was really going on. I'm gonna see if I can find the one. I think the one Tasha K posted had the one that was blurred out. Let me show you what was really happening the night in question or the day in question. I think it's right here. Oh no, before that, I want to get into this other video. This is her again, Melanie Fox. Is that her name? This is another video of her explaining what happened. Now, I don't know who this white boy is in the back with the lace front. I don't know who this white boy is in the back with the lace front, but I am so sick and tired of seeing clear people cosplay, especially clear men. Oh, It grinds my gears. I'm so tired of seeing clear men looking and walking and trying to sound like a black woman. It's not cute no more. It wasn't cute to me from the beginning. I just wanted to say that part. But let's get into her and her friend.
Okay, so I'm so for my bitch because it's a lot going on in these streets. Yes, she's okay, but she still feels fondled with. No shade. It's like, go like this. So basically, she did a rape kit, y'all. Let's start there.
I did.
And it definitely said that she was her stuff was red. Her inside was red. So, with that being said, something did happen that night. So y'all not gonna sit up here and try to front like that. No shade. She felt uncomfortable when she was just with Bino. That's why she apologized. And they call her off guard doing that video, and that's fucked up. You don't do nobody like that.
I don't need to drink no more. I take full accountability for being drunk.
Okay, but so they put something in that. Now, no shade. They put something in that liquor because we just was at Baba's, had 15 bottles coming from the motherfucking bag.
But how does he know? If he wasn't there, how does he know? Oh, girl, because they had to put something in your motherfucking drink, girl. Because they had to put something in your motherfucking drink. How you know? And stop windmilling in the comments talking about what he is. Show me his mo and his paw. Even if you show him to me, I'm pretty positive he ain't black. And mixed ain't black. He's mixed if he's that. But mixed ain't black. So stop windmilling in the comments. But then he's mixed / black. No, he's one or the other. He ain't both. But show me his maw and his paw, and then we'll come back and talk about what he is. Now, off of that, for the clear boy with the lace front in the bike, how can you sit up here and say what happened or what didn't happen or what you believe that happened when you wasn't there? This is why it is important that you have the right people around you. Girl, because they had to give you some motherfucking thing. Because girl, they had to give you some motherfucking thing. Shut your white ass up. Shut up. The fuck? Like, girl.
Yeah, we just drank like 3 bottles.
And was you wasn't even half as drunk.
I don't know, man. I just wanted to apologize, so I just don't. Because if didn't nothing happen, I just wanted to be like, I don't want to ruin somebody's life and make, you know.
But do you feel like something happened to you though?
I woke up with my pants was off. That's like alarming.
And what did the hospital tell you?
They told me that when they did they went inside, that it was red.
They said your cervix was red.
Yeah. Like
that you've been played with.
Yeah.
And when was the last time you had sex? Over 3 months ago.
It's been months, yeah.
And that's where I be having a problem. So wait till y'all see this video. So you ain't got a rape kit. Now this is what one of y'all or both of y'all lying. Y'all don't ain't got a rape kit. The people done said that your cervix was red. Now, one thing I know about an adult woman with a rape kit, it's hard to kind of tell when a woman is sexually active. So I guess that's probably why he came back and was like, oh, when the last time you had sex? You want me to believe it was 3 months? I'm about to show you. Let me let her finish. Hold on.
Like, what? No, y'all not going to discredit my dick either.
I just feel like it shouldn't have been recorded. Like, okay, I don't
they
know.
They recorded everything, but what happens when the camera cuts off? What's going on when the camera's cut off? Yeah, you might be recording to get stuff, footage or whatever. So when you take advantage of a bitch, it's like, she was just drunk, she's just wilding, and she's out of control. No, babe, something did happen, and I'm gonna stand on that.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I did the rape kit. I'm wait on that, and that's that. I don't know.
Then speak your truth. Like, stop letting these men do that to you. Niggas wanna say they image. No, it's not for their image.
Yeah.
And then Lori used a sneaky, foul ass, fraud ass dick.
I don't feel like Lori. I I think Lori was trying to help me. Honestly, in a video, you can actually see
videos,
her. You can hear her, but still though, you can hear her saying, "Don't record her." Like,
okay, so where was she at? Why you like,
like I'm barking and shit. She like, Mel, no, don't bark. Like, don't do that. Like,
okay, so why you woke up by yourself still?
Well,
with your hands full.
I don't know.
If she was there to help. Make it make sense.
But they did have my phone. That's what was weird to me. Like,
and
yeah.
They took the bitch off, so that means they didn't want you to come for the police.
I don't know, bro. She ain't doing that.
And I hate like victims start defending the person, the perpetrator. Like,
because like
that's pissing me off right now. She's like,
but I'm just saying, like, I did put myself in that predicament, so it's like I can't really just be like, you know.
You didn't put yourself in no predicament. You was around people that you thought was your coworkers and that you can hang out and have fun with.
There's definitely a level of her putting herself in that predicament. She should not have been getting drunk. Let me tell y'all something, because y'all let this internet fool y'all. It's gonna trick y'all out y'all spot in real life. The world don't work like the internet. The real world do not work like the internet. If you have issues with holding your liquor, do not be going around niggas you don't know, or women you don't know for that matter, and getting drunk. If you know you the type of bitch that can't hold your liquor, you need to be around the right mother effers when you drunk. And around co-workers and some niggas you never met is not the case, and it's not the place. This is where she could have saved her own self if she had used her own brain to just think. This is not the internet. The internet tells you that as long as an alcohol or some sort of abuse is involved, you are absolved of all reason and rhyme. That don't go like that in real life. First of all, thank God nothing happened to her. But in real life, had something happened to her, a lot of the blame would have to fall back on her. She put herself in a situation where she can't be saved. You don't know nobody out there like that. You got a group here that's your coworkers and a bunch of niggas you don't know. Why is you out there getting drunk like that? Yeah, you got to take some of that lick, fat. And I don't give a damn who don't like it. I don't live in the metaverse. I live in the real world. I visit the metaverse to come talk to y'all. When I log out, I go back to living in the real world. A lot of y'all gonna get caught up in some crap because y'all sitting up here thinking, well, because this is in place or because that was said. You're gonna put yourself in a position you don't have to be in. Mel, you should not be drinking around other people. This is not to say that if she's violated, it is all her fault. What I'm saying is don't be stupid and get in positions like Mel by not thinking. And plus, if you can't hold your liquor, we don't need it no way. I'm going to let them go a little bit longer because I don't know how long this is.
Some LA gutter bitches. Like seriously though.
I don't believe that. But I do feel like it's weird. I'm sorry. It says something. I'm confused, bitch. I woke up fucked up. Like, I'm confused. I don't know what to say.
And then she woke up like she didn't even. I don't know. They drugged her. I'm saying, I think it.
And on the flip side, because we're about to move on, but on the flip side, he's right. If you came with some girl, see, I'm a different type of girl. I don't have to be your friend in real life. But bitch, if we leave together, if we walk out this door together, bitch, we coming back together. I don't give a damn. Bitch, we'll fight wherever we at. If I leave out the house with you, bitch, we leaving out we coming back in this bitch together. I don't have to know you from a can of paint. Now, if it's a different situation, I understand there are certain situations where we might go our separate ways. That's different. But bitch, if it's already said that when we leave out this house, I'm coming over here and we gonna be together. But everybody not like that. This is why it is imperative that you find people that you can trust and not get drunk around regular, schmegular people. okay? Because everybody don't think like that. Now, I want to get into what genuinely happened. This is how, and let me say this too. This is why her having that liquor on her is her fault. Because now you don't even remember the crazy stuff that you was doing. And the crazy stuff that you was doing could literally get you in trouble and should get you in trouble. Now, she done made it seem like this boy done did something to her overnight. Let me show y'all this video. I'm going to show y'all Tasha K one because she blurted it out. The other one ain't blurted out. So this girl, here's a bit of the video that Bino posted. This girl is in the bathroom. Hear me out. Begging Bino to do something sexual to her. Pants halfway down. Now, again, this is not to discount any other victim. If you that trigger, bitch, log off, because I'm not even talking about y'all. I'm talking about this one right here. She is in the bathroom, wigged out, begging for some type of energy that she don't really want. And thank God Bino wasn't too drunk and didn't go for the move, because he would be sitting behind bars right now. Let's get into what actually happened. Because what we're not going to do is act like these situations aren't prevalent as well.
Give me a kiss right now.
Hey,
Give me a kiss right now.
What the fuck? I've never been so scared. I'm scared.
Don't be scared.
You're scaring me.
Don't.
Can you pee, please?
Yes, I am.
No. Okay, I'm gonna press charges.
I'm so done with you, Mel. Like, after today, I'll never do this to you again.
Give me a.
That's like a thing you can do with everybody.
I want to be weird with you, baby.
Okay, this is not right with
I don't
you.
know what's right.
I don't want to.
Deal with it. Deal with it. And deal with it. Give me a kiss. And I love you.
What's my real name?
You know.
Alright,
That's all I know. Give me a kiss, and that's all I know.
Okay, go pee.
I don't give a f. Give me a kiss.
Want to suck my toes?
Yes.
Alright, come on.
Give me a kiss first.
Suck my toes.
Yes, I'll kiss his toes. I don't give a f. Nigga.
Alright, go pee first,
Give
so
me
we
a
can
kiss.
do all that after you.
Give me a kiss before I smack the shit. Me, you.
I just did.
Right now.
Liquid D3. I had no idea.
Listen, that ain't even it. Hold on. I don't know if this other video I have. Hold on. Because there was one where she was basically damn near begging this boy to hump on her on the ground. I don't even know if I could even post that. I ain't even gonna go there. There's one, if y'all go look it up, because I don't want to get too graphic on this internet. There's also a couple of other footages. There's other footage, I'm sorry, of her basically being erratically drunk. She's all on the ground, legs wide open, Bino, do this, do that, and the third. Now, again, I understand that most cases are not males. I understand that more women are abused than not. I am not speaking about these women. I am simply speaking about that small group of women who do this. Why this is so dangerous is, number one, it takes away from real victims, okay? The only thing this girl is a victim of is being under the influence of alcohol. But at that moment, that's still her issue. You see, we live in a society today where we are told we can do whatever we want. And whenever something bad happens, we get to point at everybody else. That doesn't work like that in real life. It works like that on the internet, on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitter. It works exactly like that. But in real life, that don't go like that. You have to have what they call self-accountability. Basically, the fact of the matter is this: you got too drunk, you couldn't hold your liquor, and you was all up on this boy, and then you woke up and didn't remember. And since you couldn't remember, instead of you trying to figure it out, go back to square one and rehash things, you jumped right out the window and said that the boy did you something. And as a matter of fact, what you did to him is sexual assault. Let me say it again. What she is doing to him is textbook sexual assault. If you flip the roles on this, he would be in jail, prison. Textbook sexual assault it was. You violated this man's personal space. You touched him unwarningly. I don't care how drunk you is. You touched him without his permission. You went and made sexual advances toward him. You forced him to kiss you. Girl, that's damn near rape. That's damn near rape. But y'all don't want to say that though. Why? Because she a girl? That's why young boys and other young girls be getting molested by their female family and friends, because y'all want to act like women can't do this nasty ass shit. You damn near raped the boy. Sexually assault for sure. Bino, if I was you, I would go down to the courthouse, to the police station, and file a report for sexual assault. Because that was, I don't give a damn how drunk she was. If he was drunk, he wouldn't get off on it. You can't do that. And just because you drunk and a girl don't mean you get to do it. Now, Bino has had to recently come out because at first it just was going viral that happened. So then after that, Bino, matter of fact, I'm going to go straight to his page. Bino ended up coming out and putting a video of her apologizing because after it went viral, that basically, girl, you was just drunk as a skunk. She had to apologize to him. Let's get into it. And this is the craziest part. She's just gonna apologize and go on about her day like nothing happened. And he just supposed to just, and this is another thing too. Remember when Bino kept saying, I'm so uncomfortable, this is scary. He probably really was serious. But you know what's crazy? A man can never be serious and say no shit like that. You know why? Because the women and everybody around him gonna call him a hoe, a punk, a bitch ass nigga. So he gotta laughing and kiki. This is so scary. I'm afraid. I'm scared. He have to play it off and laugh, but he probably really was scared because he know even though I'm recording this, my whole life hanging the balance right now. I couldn't imagine. Child, you should, I would say sue her, but she ain't got nothing. I would file charges on the bitch though. Let's get into it. Now, man, mind you, this is her after the incident apologizing.
Like, no, tell him you apologize for what though,
I'm sorry, I'm traumatized.
You took my shoe.
I need a DNA.
You got a rape kit? And you wasn't touched, right? You know
Wait,
what?
no, that it don't take that. It takes a while for me to get
But now that you step back out of it and everything, you apologize, you know everything you was weak.
I do apologize, but yeah. Sorry to you too, Lori.
You're crazy, bro. Have a blessed one. Right? You
Sorry,
see,
you too.
no more liquor for you.
No more liquor. I'm done.
All right.
I'm sorry. I swear to God.
Well, we like, no, tell him you
I'm
apologize for what though,
I'm
man?
sorry.
He took it better than me. But you know what? You know, Bino was raised in the church. I know Bino on this internet doing all this whole ass shit, but Bino was raised in the church. Bino actually come from a stable home and a good environment. He not a bad dude, especially when I spoke to him, when I see him spoke to his mama. Bino come from a damn good background. He not no bad dude. Because anybody else, she should have been I would have rolled that hole under the bus, rewind, backed it up, spent the block, and came back again. I'd have been rolling that hole over as we speak. Yay, we gonna roll it out. Because, bitch, I could have just went to jail for a long time. I could have lost my whole livelihood. All it took was for one person or one group to just say automatically it's true. It would have been over with. And again, this is not to take away from victims who have really been abused. We only speaking about the ones who do this. Young ladies, even old ladies out there in the chat. If you know how you is on your liquor, your za, your pills, whatever it is you do, if you know how you get, be mindful of what you do around who you do it around, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Do not take all of this stuff off the table because first of all, thank God nothing happened to her. But do not put yourself in a position where something do happen and now you got to pick up the pieces and try to figure it out and then make up lies. This is very dangerous. This is very, 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 very dangerous. Very dangerous. Because without this footage, 99% of the women would have been off with Bino head. Let's be real. Without the footage, 95% of the women, especially since he was with Rockhead, they would have been over here hollering off with his head. It just sucks. Man, listen, this is the age of Aquarius. This is the age of knowing. All lies being exposed. You got to know it. And see this Mel girl? You were so pretty. Mel is a pretty girl. But you know what I realized when I'm looking at Mel? She's empty on the inside. I seen some of them videos. Mel was on the floor. Please kiss me, hug me, hump me. And all I saw was an empty shell of a girl. Beautiful on the outside, but zero nothing on the inside. I hate that for her. I hope she get whatever healing she need to get. Because it really broke my heart. If y'all think I'm playing, go look on Twitter. Go look at all that stuff on Twitter and Instagram. I'm talking about her physically, she looked beautiful. Well, obviously not in the position she was in, but physically her body and her aesthetics was beautiful. But just listening to her, it was nothing there. Horrible. At any rate, let's move on. Supa sent and Rayzor. We got to slow cook this right quick. And it ain't going to be too slow, but slow enough. Let's get into Supa sent and Rayzor. So y'all know Supa from New Orleans. Supa is the girl who got the $1 million sales, and I think in 10 minutes or something like that, was it? Or 1 minute, I can't remember. But Supa had got that sale back when, was that around COVID? Or was that before COVID? I don't think it was COVID related. Because I think Supa is gifted. Let me start off by saying the positives. Let me start off by saying this. I think Supa is extremely gifted. Wait, before we do that, pause on Supa. Pause on her right quick. That's what I want to come on here and tell y'all. Hold on. We about to talk about Supa right here. Hold on. Did y'all see this? So Slinky got a movie. First of all, we don't even know if Slinky got a movie, but Slinky done wrote a paperback book and done turn around and say that she got a movie and she want Young Miami to play in the biopic. Now, let me say this before we get into Slinky. First of all, bitch, who told you we wanted to see this on our screens? We didn't even want to read it on paperback. Who told you that we wanted to take this to production, Slinky? This is a genuine question because I don't even know bitches in the 305 want to hear your life story. Then, on top of you putting us down in the 305 at the Dead County with the paperback, went to production. Thank God you didn't get on here and say you wanted Selena Gomez to play you. Because remember, Trina was around here saying she was a Puerto Rican. Remember Trina was Rican? Put it in the chat when Slinky was Rican. When that bitch was running around here saying she Dominican. And her black ass daddy came on here and said that hoe ain't no Dominican, we niggas. He sure did. Listen, Trina was going around here telling people she mixed with this, that, and the third. Girl, Trina daddy came out here and said, I don't know what this girl talking about. We is full-blooded niggas. On both sides. So the fact that she actually picked Young Miami, for a moment, I was what's the word? I was relieved. I said, okay, at least she going with somebody black. And then I thought about Young Miami and that little tidbit on BMF. And I said, she definitely don't want us to see this movie. Because, bitch, what you mean? Y'all seen Young Miami. Y'all remember Young Miami on BMF? What happened to my husband? Bitch, oh no. Ain't nobody gonna watch it. Let's get into Slinky talk about she want Young Miami to play her in a biopic. Girl, what biopic? Girl, ain't nobody gonna watch that.
The movie is in the making.
I knew it. I fucking knew it. I knew it.
What's happening? I'm excited. Yeah. Who's gonna play Trina in the movie?
Yes. Who would you like to play Trina in the movie?
Young Miami. The movie is in the making.
I knew it.
Now let me ask y'all a question, because I've always felt like this. I could be wrong. But I don't know if this is a mixture of rumor and what I believe. But I've always believed that when Young Miami and JT first popped on the scene, I was of the belief, and I don't know where I get this from. Somebody from Miami and the 305 and the Tampa people. Florida girls, tap in. Where the Florida girls? I need help. I used to think that when JT and this girl, Young Miami, popped up, I thought that they did it without the help of TDD and Slinky. I also used to feel like Slinky felt slighted because these girls came up and didn't have to go through her. Am I on or am I off? Somebody help me out. So then I also used to feel, because I was watching it, I was there. I used to see how when the 305 when Young Miami and them started really popping, that's when Slinky seemed like she started kind of like getting on the bandwagon. Like, oh, I want to do a feature with them. Oh, I want to da 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 da. And I was thinking to myself, because I remember when them girls came out of there. I remember thinking to myself, Sneaky feels some type of way because them girls didn't have to go through her to come on. And not only that, they're gonna be bigger than her. And then I got the idea that basically Sneaky felt like you can't beat them, join them. Because, you know, let's be clear, Sneaky has always been a D-list rapper. I love Sneaky. I was a fan of Sneaky. I had the Diamond Princess album, bitch. I had all the albums. And this is when you had to go to the store and buy the albums. I used to be a Trina girl. I know what I'm talking about. Okay? But girl, ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. Bitch, you've always been D-list. You wasn't even A and B, girl. You wasn't even top 20, girl, when we used to be talking about the female rappers. And we ain't had but 5. You wasn't even in the top 20. Slinky, please. Girl, I just hate that Slinky likes to rewrite her history as if she did more than what she did. Now, don't get me wrong. She took it to the house. And what else they did? We didn't know now. We did all of that. But, girl, it wasn't like that. We don't want to see no biopic, bitch. We don't even want to read the book. What make you think we want to see the biopic? And Trina is a mean, slinky neck bitch. And she tried to gatekeep everybody coming out of the 305. And I don't like the bitch. And I think everybody in the 305 should overthrow this hoe. Yeah, her and TDD. Not necessarily TDD, because he don't really do nothing, but just because he with her. Yeah, her and TDD. Both of them need to be banished from the 305. No, keep TDD because he got a restaurant. Get Slinky up out the camp. Get her out the paint. I used to be a huge fan of Slinky. Listen, everybody I be dragging, most of them people I used to be a huge fan. Ironic, ain't it? I don't be talking to y'all just be hating. I be knowing because I used to be there. I used to be a huge Diamond Princess, just mine, your business, girl, please, girl. I like my ass fat, XY. That one was with Ludacris. Girl, I was there, girl, please. Girl, please. Anyways, let's get back to where we was going. Supa and Rayzor. That's where we was going. Supa and Rayzor. Now, where was I going? Supa and Rayzor. Now, girl, let's be clear. I'm from New Orleans. I don't know Supa personally. I don't. I'm not even gonna sit up here and lie and act like I know that girl personally because I don't. But ultimately, Supa is from New Orleans. She is the girl that made $1 million in like a few minutes or whatever the case may be. Her and Rayzor is her, which is her husband now. They got together. Let me show you this picture so y'all can see. Now, around the time her and Rayzor got together, she was just coming off a relationship with Lou. Y'all remember Lou? Who car you gonna drive? Louis. Who house you gonna use? Louis. If I drop the baby off today, who car seat you gonna use? Louis. Who car is you gonna pick her up in? Louis. Who driver's license is you gonna use? Louis. Y'all remember that? Put a 3 in the chat if y'all remember. Let me go get Lou. We might go get crazy Lou. Girl, that was a time you had to be here, girl. You had to be here when she went off on Louis, girl. You had to be here. If you wasn't here, girl, I don't know where you was, girl. That was a time to be on the internet. So this girl had a boyfriend, and Lou is important. So I'm not just bringing him up for no reason. Lou is important. Hear me out. Hold on, let me pull up. Supa sent Louis. This for y'all who don't know Louis. Now, mind you, this is a young black girl from New Orleans, a millionaire, billionaire, whatever the case may be. And it's popping, right? Well, she gets with, first of all, let's start here. Supa has always had very questionable relationships. Just like Cardi B, when we met Supa, she had a man that was in prison. Yes, he was locked down, 3 hots and a cot. And you know, I always shout out to the girls who date men in prison, but I always thought y'all was special breed of girls. No shade. I like y'all, but I just think y'all a special breed of girls, you know? But anyways, she had the nigga that was in prison. Then she had a few other niggas in between. Then she had Lewis. Now, this is the worst part about Lewis. Supa paraded Lewis to us like Lewis was the bee's knees. She put a t-shirt company on Lewis and told us Lewis, she met that nigga with money. She told us Lewis had everything. He was fine, wasn't. He was successful, wasn't. All of this. Then all of a sudden, her and Lewis break up, and then all of the real tea comes out, which is Lewis did not only have a pot to piss in, he didn't have a window to throw it out of or a car to pick up a new pot. Let's get into her going off on the ex, Lewis. This is going to be important, y'all. Check it out.
You going to use Lewis. What ID you going to use, Lewis? How you going to pay for these court fees, Lewis? If you come get Leah right now, where she gonna go, Lewis? Who house she gonna be by, Lewis? Where's her room, Lewis? Who car are you going to come pick her up in, Lewis? What car seat you gonna have to put her in, Lewis? Now, it's a lot of things I ain't never played with you about. It's a lot of things. You know I can air you out. It's a lot of things I never played with you about. But see how you got on social media because you're trying to show up in front of somebody? I will find you and smack the with you. You want to bring this to social media when you could have called my phone or you could have DM me, inbox me and something. You want to bring it to social media because you mad? Watch my mother smoke. Now you're not going to get Leah. And you can have it when you want, but now you can't have it. Court, Lewis.
So, okay, that's a little bit of Lewis and Supa. Now, Lewis was the ex-boyfriend, ex-fiance, and she was arguing with Lewis because they broke up. And then he was talking about the baby because, you know, she got a little girl by Lewis. And Lewis said he was coming to get the baby. But now we found out, here's what we found out. Lewis didn't have a house, a car, a driver's license, a car seat, a bed, or nothing. Now, this is the worst part about this. Prior to this, Supa had told us that Lewis was the bee's knees. Supa had ushered this boy around us like he was the best thing since sliced bread. And this is the worst part. I'm from the city. Girl, everybody knew Lewis wasn't worth 2 nickels worth rubbed together on concrete, girl. Everybody knew that. Just like everybody know what we know about Ray. I'm going to be real. And again, I don't know Supa personally. I've only seen her in passing, but I don't know her. I never even met this girl. But a lot of the stuff that be going on in Supa real life, I believe Supa come to the internet and tell the world because the city already knows. And let me say this as well. A lot of y'all don't understand that the New Orleans is its own country. I know I be on here talking crazy. I know I be on here saying it, but New Orleans is literally its own country. The things that happen inside of New Orleans is different the way it happens outside of the world. First of all, Supa still lives on the outskirts of the city. She don't live in New Orleans, but she lives on the outskirts of the city. That means she still got 1 foot in there. She still got to save face for the people that's there. And they know all her tea. So when she come on the internet, in my opinion, when she be talking about what's really going on, I think she be really addressing the people from the city because they know first line for sure. I'm not even in New Orleans and I be getting the tea way out here in Georgia. Girl, people be calling me, girl, you heard about voodoo, and I'm not even there. And they be giving me the behind the scenes tea. So whenever I be seeing Supa go live and talk about, oh, people want to tear me down, she really is talking about the people of the city. And let me say this, I love my city down to the ground. But I knew when I wanted to go up, I knew I couldn't go up in my city. I don't mean physically. When I decided to create an audience for myself, I did not want to attract my city. Not because I don't love my people. I love my people. I've just seen how it work out. I don't want to have to fight and windmill with my people. By the time I come bite to the city, they going to love me because they ain't going to be done tore me down. You see what I'm saying? So at that rate, I understand how it goes, but Supa lives for the city. Everything Supa do, everything she come on this internet and do is not for y'all. It's really for the city because regardless to whether y'all want to believe this or not, New Orleans is really like its own country. Like you should really have a new passport to come in that bitch because it ain't like nowhere else. Period, point blank. Now, fast forward, soon as Supa get out of the relationship with Lewis, I want to say she might have dated around for a little bit. All of a sudden pops up Rayzor. Let's go get Rayzor. Hold on. All of a sudden pops up Rayzor. Now I'm gonna hold on. Super Scent Rayzor. Now I'm gonna tell you what the rumor was from what I know around the hood in the streets. Do I have that? Let me do the Super Scent Rayzor wedding because I want y'all to see Rayzor. This is Super Scent's husband. Now I came and did a video when she got engaged. Not even got engaged. When she got with Rayzor. Not because it was a bad thing for her to be with Rayzor. It was because Supa had literally just got out of a relationship with her ex Lewis. Okay. I wanna use this. Hold on. She had just got out of a relationship with her ex Lewis, and Supa has been known to move on really fast. Now, one thing I will give Supa will come on here and tell you her tea before y'all find it out on your own. And she did. Here they go. And she did come on here and tell us that basically she don't like, for lack of better terms, and I'm just, if I can remember correctly, more or less on like I'm ready to move on and it's time for me to move on, and she did. My issue came with it not for her. My thing was you had just had a little girl, just had your little girl. I don't think her baby was a year old, maybe 2. And you jump right into the Rayzor thing. And then I get it. She lives her life out loud. I remember a video where it was her, the baby, and Rayzor in the bed together. And I cringed. Not because anything has triggered me to cringe like that. It's just that I don't believe that random men should be in the bed with your children, boy or girl. Boy or girl. I've always been like that. I remember one time I walked in on my sister-in-law in the bed with her new nigga and my nephew, and I cringed. I just always have. And my critical response to that was, Supa, I get it. You ready to move on, but you got kids. You know what I'm saying? Then on top of that, well, let me stay on that a bit. You got kids, and it's cool that Rayzor is cool with your kids, but are you at least giving your kids an opportunity to adjust? So, okay, my mama was with Lou. Okay, now she's single again. Let's adjust to this. No, she jumped right off the porch with Rayzor. That was why I was critical with her. Again, if it was just Supa without no kids, I wouldn't give a damn. Supa could run through them niggas like 90 going west, and I'd be saying, get your money, sis, or get your nigga, sis. I was just thinking about the children. And again, who am I? I can't tell that girl what to do. She grown. And I was just giving my 2 cents on how I felt about it. But I knew the fact that Supa moved on to relationships really fast was a huge red flag, and it told a larger story than most people want to reveal, and we're going to get to that. So she gets with Rayzor. Right after she gets with Rayzor, all types of stuff start popping off. Now, shout out to MC Shaky. Y'all know MC Shaky. If you don't know MC Shaky, he is a blogger from New Orleans. I love MC Shaky down to the ground. He hates Supa. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna say he hates Supa, but there was a long period of time where Supa and Shaky was bumping heads. As a matter of fact, Supa was even suing Shaky. It was crazy going on. And this is the crazy. If I can remember correctly, I want to say Shaky told me that he's related to her by blood somehow. It's crazy. New Orleans is small. You could be beefed out with your first cousin, nigga. It's that small. Okay? So anyway, in the midst of them beefing, every time something go bad with Supa, MC Shaky come bike with some OT on what's really going on because MC Shaky was getting all the behind the scenes teas too. So MC Shaky had did this interview with Rayzor's then baby mama. What's her name? Let me go pull her up. It start with an aura. Reagan. Now Reagan is on Instagram. Let me show you what Reagan looked like so y'all can see. Let me show you what Reagan looked like. Reagan a bad girl. Reagan is up. I'm gonna show you. I'm about to show you because we've spoken about this before, but we gonna run it bike. We gonna run it bike. Reagan a bad bitch. Do you hear me? Let me go get her on here. So let's go get. I think I follow her too. Is it this one? No. Hold on. What's that girl name? If I can't find her Instagram, I'm gonna be no, not her. I'm gonna find it on my phone. Hold on. Give me 1 second because I want y'all to see this girl. She bad. Hold on, she bad. Hold on. So while I'm finding this, if I can't find it, we'll just move on. But while I'm finding this, is this her? I'll find her. Anyway, we'll pull her up on YouTube. Anyways, because I can't find her. I thought, is this her? I don't think this. Yeah, this her. This her right here. I found her. I had her on here. So this is Rayzor's baby mama. This is her. Beautiful girl. She from New Orleans. Beautiful girl. Well, I don't know if she's from the city per se, but she definitely from around. Okay. Beautiful girl. She do a lot of Instagram content. Like she like an Instagram model. I don't know if she still do that. Last time I seen her on Instagram. Yeah, she's like an Instagram model. See? That's Rayzor baby mama. This is important. This is very important. Okay? I'm just trying to give y'all the backstory. Okay. Let's get her off of here because I don't want to get y'all too excited, okay? She's a gorgeous girl. Very, very pretty girl. Okay, she does this interview with MC Shaky. And in this interview with MC Shaky, mind you, this is right when this is right around the time that Supa has announced that she's with Rayzor. I'm going to tell you what the rumor was back then. The rumor was back then that when niggas heard that Supa and Lou broke up, all the niggas was basically getting in line to place their bets. The rumor was that Rayzor just happened to be one of the niggas. They say Rayzor didn't even know who Supa was, but it was word on the street that her and Lou broke up. They say Rayzor asked somebody he know who that is. They say that's Supa. They say a few weeks later they look up Rayzor and Supa was on live saying they together. But again, Supa moves extremely fast, and somebody like Rayzor who looking for a place to lay his head, obviously that's gonna work out for him. I didn't mean to come back to him. So she did this interview with MC Shaky. This is MC Shaky. He's coming home from jail right now. But she does this interview with MC Shaky, and she starts to speak about his character. In this interview, she speaks about how he used to beat on her. Now, this is important because the rumor now, or not even rumor, the charges now is that Rayzor was arrested for beating Supa, or at least domestic violence against Supa and her children. I don't think it was the little girl. I think it was her son because her oldest boy, Trey, is about 17, 16, 17, and he a big old boy. I seriously doubt that he's going to allow Ray to hit his mama. And Supa has been vocal to tell us that Ray has hit her and she has hit him back, okay? So here is Rayzor's first baby mama detailing an incident about how when she was with him, they broke up, and he was supposed to be getting her kid. Now, mind you, this was another red flag. In this live, she spoke about how Rayzor does not do for his kids. She basically said that, and this is one thing I will say I believe about Supa, because I want to say in this interview, she brought up the fact that Supa wasn't like mean toward her kids and nothing. I don't think Supa is a bad person. I don't think Supa has a mean soul in her body. I think Supa put on a hard exterior, but on the inside, I think she soft, which is a good thing. However, when this girl speaks about how Ray did her, it brought up to me. This is before Supa came out and admitted that her and Ray used to be fighting. It made me feel some type of way because it's like, girl, not only is you moving this nigga in this fast, you got him in the bed with you and your baby, and he beat bitches. Let's get into a little bit of her detailing of what happened. She said she went to go meet Rayzor to get her son, and I think he left her with a permanent scar in her face. Don't get me the line. He had an object, and when he hit her in the face with it, it scarred her. I think we're gonna get into it right now, y'all. Like the video. Hold on.
perk did you say, you know what, I don't have no time. I'm gonna just make this happen? And what perk did you say that to yourself?
It was a long road because, like I said, there was a lot of young ladies he was dealing with. You know, we were children. So it was a lot of girls that were angry at the fact that I had my son. It's a lot of girls. So it was a lot of fussing, fighting, and all this. I had a girl slash my tires and all of this. So it was a crazy road, but I think by the time my son was maybe 1, I was like, this too much. Like, you know, because it was a lot and he wasn't helping. And like my son, by the time he was 4 weeks old, I was applying for a job. I was like, you know, I dropped out of Tulane and I'm like, I just got to make some money. I went in and rolled at Delgado. I was just going there for the check. so I could get some money rolling something because even though I had him on child support at the time, he was still in high school. There ain't no money coming in.
So you had him on child support for the longest. He's always been on child support.
He's always been on child support, yeah.
Okay, gotcha. All right. So moving on, you doing what you could do.
Right.
You in school, work, single parent, he's not there, no income coming in. Was there ever a point that y'all became amicable, that y'all had an understanding? Was there ever a point that y'all got to, he just realized, this is my child, I want to be involved, I want to be supported financially? When did that occur? And
well, my son had his face. It was no denying it. So, you know, it was like, okay, this is my child. So I want to say like, he went to jail when my son was small. And when he went to jail, like he was reaching out and I was under the impression that, okay, maybe he's going to do right because the jail told I'm going to do right, this, that, and that. So I thought it was going to be okay. And that lasted all of maybe a week.
Damn.
Yeah.
It was a week. He came home and then a week later, he was nowhere.
Right.
Wow. Okay.
So right here, what she's speaking about is Rayzor wasn't even in this child's life. Now, this is the craziest part. Around this time, Supa and Rayzor's taking Christmas pictures, family pictures with the kids, and she was basically coming out to show that, hey, it ain't all honky-dory over here. That nigga don't do for his kids. Let me fast forward to the part where they got into a fight. So what happened was when she
easy to
saw
become
him,
a podcaster.
She met him to go drop off her kid, and they got into a fight, and he tried to gouge her eyes out. That's what it was. Rayzor tried to gouge this woman's eyes out. This is an old interview, by the way. Let's get into it.
Pick up my son every weekend, every other weekend. And one night he calls and he says, hey, he need diapers. So I was like, you need to buy diapers for your own house. Like, you know, I'm nickel and diamond. Like, I can't hardly afford diapers. So I ain't got none to spare. So he was like, well, if you ain't giving me no diapers, then you need to come get them. So I'm like, okay, meet me in the parking lot in Walmart in LaPlace. So he was like, all right. So he pulls up in a parking lot and I tell my friend Jessica, I look over to her and I said, girl, they got a provo down there. If he act up, bitch, come out swinging like I'm playing. So she was like, there go the truck. So I see him and I'm laughing. And as I'm getting out the car, I didn't pay attention. He's swinging at me full force. And he hits the top of the car and he missed me. And we just started fighting. And she did just like what we talked about. He got out the car swinging. And by the time she getting out the car, he got 3 other friends coming out the car. And they all jumped on us. And they're jumping on us. And I'm fighting, and it's to the point this boy got his fingers digging in my eye, and he's trying to gouge my eye out. And one of his brother, I want to say, was like, dog, she just...
Did y'all hear that? She said, now this is Supa's husband, Rayzor. This is long before they got married, and Supa knew about this, because this kind of went viral in the city. So Supa knew about this. She said in the midst of their fight, he started digging in her eyes, trying to gouge her eyes out. Who does that? This is why I was super critical of Supa, because I'm over here saying, well, bitch, if he gouging this girl eyes out, girl, yours don't stand a chance. Girl.
Just want a baby, so he goes and gets my son out the car and throws my baby in the car. And this pisses me off even more so. So I'm like trying to get at him, but by this time they all done got in the car and they left. So I'm like, why did no one help us? Like it's a whole, audience. So they was like, y'all will be back together tomorrow type shit. So I'm like, what the hell? So, I called the police, I pressed charges and everything like that. So the police told me I had to do a restraining order for me and for my son because I couldn't keep my son away from him.
Right.
So I went to the court, I filed. Justice of the peace I filed, and me and my son had a restraining order on him for a long time. And we went to court about it, and the judge was like, do you understand this young lady almost went blind? Because I had to go to the eye doctor, and they said I had damage in this eye, which it's not bad anymore. But the judge was like, I'm honoring this restraining order, like this is crazy. So once we had to go back to court, by then he got into some more legal trouble. So I didn't want him to get into any more legal trouble. So I didn't show up for court to make sure he.
Hear what this girl just said. This boy jumped out the car, even if she she didn't say that, so we're not even gonna go there. He jumps out the car and started swinging on her. They get into a fight. He tries to gouge her eyes out. So much so that the doggone judge had to grant the restraining order because even the judge was like, you could have literally taken this woman's eye out. That told me a lot. And when Supa got with this nigga, I was extremely critical. Because my thing is, it's one thing to have a nigga around you. You got a brand new baby girl at the time. Lil was a little bitty baby. You got a brand new baby girl, and here you is popping up with Rayzor. Nigga said a cereal beater and a DL eater. I know you lying. Go ahead on. Go ahead on, Jay New Orleans. You know. Jay New Orleans know. You feel what I'm saying? For real, for real. So I was upset with her, but people were championing her because they want Supa to get love and find love. I get that. But ultimately, I thought that was dangerous. Now, fast forward. They get married. No, this is before they get married. Fast forward, they not even married yet. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, Supa Sync goes live and tell us that her and Rayzor got into a fight. Mind you, they not married yet. They got into a fight. Supa and Rayzor on the interstate, somehow, some way, they got off the interstate and started fighting and windmilling on each other. She more embarrassed than anything. She really feel more played the fact that they could have got caught by people and they could have went viral than anything. She's not upset that the nigga whooped her ass and she whooped his ass and y'all was fighting on the interstate. She was more upset that somebody could have recorded it and posted it online. Let's get into her detailing her incident with Rayzor and why they had broke up at the time.
I'm not gonna defend the nigga. I'm not gonna lie about no nigga. I'm not gonna. The truth is the truth, and it is what it is. I'm not gonna be on some. I'm taking him back. I'm still single. I'm not engaged. We're not gonna act like what happened between us is not something for me to pack my bags and move on until somebody really takes some type of ownership or deal with some type of consequences. The night when I was on Snapchat, we was planning the game night. And also, I'm a woman that's gonna fight a nigga. So we're not gonna make it seem like, a nigga just laid me down and rawed me out and I'm scared. I'm never scared of a nigga. I'm not. And ain't no nigga gonna put his hands on me without me putting my hands on him. So that's.
And let me say this, I don't believe that 100%. Do I believe Supa just gonna let a nigga beat on her? Probably not. But I think what Supa was doing in this moment was making it seem like it was mutual combat. So when she take him back, y'all won't feel so bad. Because at the end of the day, girl, it's something going on very serious to where now the charges are against you and your kid. Apparently, Trey done seen or witnessed something and it ain't mutual. It ain't mutual combat between you and this nigga. Because if it was mutual, your son or your kids or kid wouldn't be a part of this. It must be one-handed. It must be heavier on one side than the other. I'm not saying Supa don't get mad sometimes and sneak that nigga. What I'm saying is it has to be heavier on one side, probably Rayzor's, than hers. Because now, and this is old, but now that we're here, he got charges on her and her kids. Lil ain't but 6, 7, 8 years old. I know he ain't pop her. It had to be Trey. Trey the only one 17, 18 years old, and ain't no little boy gonna watch no nigga hit their mama. Even if I know I can't fight the nigga, I gotta hit this nigga. You not about to hit my mama, especially in my mama house, because Rayzor ain't had a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, just like doggone Lewis. But she lied just like she lied about Lewis. Oh, Lewis got until Mad did. I don't believe it was as mutual. I'm not saying they don't fight each other. I just don't believe it was as mutual as she let it off the beat.
That's just what it is. Ray's statement, appreciate it. Do, but realistically, you did cause physical harm to me. I caused physical harm to you. When we was in a car, I had my little glasses on. I'm not gonna defend the nigga. I'm not gonna lie. I had my little glasses on, my little metal glasses that he bought me for Christmas. And I put my music on because we arguing, and I'm trying to get to a space where I'm not trying to be aggressive, the aggressor all the time. On my own, I've been working real good on not punching my nigga first. I've been doing good. So kudos to me. So when I had my glasses on and he tried to snatch my glasses off my face and me not looking, I felt like you hit me. And me feeling like you hit me, I snuck him back. Don't snap. All that snatching stuff from me and all that should be aggressive with me. We said we wasn't doing that anymore. We're not being aggressive with one another. Like we didn't came to that point in our relationship to where we're not gonna put our hands on each other. We're not gonna do that. So when you snatch something from me and I felt like you hit me, I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at the road. We in the car. I'm looking at the road and you take my glasses off my face, so I felt like you hit me. I snuck him, knocked his veneer out. Cause don't put your hands on me. Now I had my little glasses on, my little restrain me. We on some restraining shit. And you pull over on the side of the road on the arm ramp because you restraining me. I get out because I don't want you restraining me. When I get out the car, we on the side of the interstate. When I get out the car, don't bring me back to the car. Let me calm down. I'm removing myself so I can calm down. You can calm down. We both upset right now. It could get worse, whatever. As I'm walking away from the car, you drag me back to the car. Why is you dragging me back to the car? I'm not mad that you dragged me. I'm mad because you had no regard for people that could see us. You had no regard for the people that's watching. You had no regard if anybody could have pulled over, did something, somebody could have got involved. We in St. Tammany Parish, bitch, the fucking police could have seen you. Anything could have happened. I ain't break up with Ray because we had a little scuffle. This is what we do. I broke up with you because you had no regard for us being in public and you.
And it was in that moment I knew, Supergirl, you a glutton for punishment and you gonna get it. This girl said all of this to say, I ain't break up with the nigga because we had a little scuffle. Okay? My girl said, I broke up with the nigga because you had no regard for the people outside. They could have saw us. Now, we already see Rayzor has a violent past, and we already know Supa has a violent past. So even in mutual combat, y'all been doing this. This is long before they got married, by the way. Long before they got married. Jay New Orleans, thank you for the super chat. Says, if only people knew the real New Orleans. Facts. The news will never let a lot of those stories out because it will stop tourism. Girl, don't get me started. Don't get me started. The news hit different in the city outside. I'll say that. Thank you, Jay New Orleans. Thank you again for the super chat, Jay New Orleans. He says, DV is more common than a diploma in New Orleans. Facts. Families care more about each other. Their weight than their sons being a menace to society. Facts. In New Orleans, getting beat up by a nigga. And I'm pretty sure there's other places like that amongst the cities in America. Getting beat up by a nigga, that's a Tuesday. On the internet, it's, oh my God, justice for so-and-so, we need him in jail. Not in New Orleans. In New Orleans, that same nigga, that same situation is just like, oh. That's why the girl Reagan said that when they were in front of the Walmart fighting, the people was just like, oh, we just thought y'all was going to get back together. It's a regular day out there to them. Thank you for the super chat again. Jay New Orleans says, this is the case of a semi-man with a little sweetness to it. Ha! A man, the protector is, let me see, a man is the protector. Is y'all versus the world, not y'all versus each other. Inner demons are handled alone, not against lovers. And you know what's crazy too? It's crazy to say that because we supposed to be getting together to fight against each other. But when you dealing with people who never had your best interest at heart in the beginning, this is what you get. Because at the end of the day, nobody thought Rayzor really liked Supa. As a matter of fact, people who knew Rayzor in real life would come out and say that he was using Supa. It was known. It was highly known. All of these things were known by Supa. Supa cut out all the noise and still got with her nigga. I ain't mad at it, but here we are. Let me let her finish. Hold on. That's somebody said that's how the lady did Tupac. She must be talking about that Bino stuff. Let's get back into her telling us about her and her fight with Rayzor.
Drag me to a call. Train me. We on some restraining shit.
Drop this tea before somebody drop it for me. I am no longer in a relationship. I am no longer engaged. I will not be friends with my ex. This was not a mutual agreement. I will not ask for privacy at this time because I know what come with this. I had a public relationship, so I have no problem with y'all speaking publicly about it. I will not be dating no time soon. Don't ask me. Don't even be expecting. You will not catch me with nobody. You will not catch nobody with me. So yeah, I dropped that tea before somebody could drop it for me. There you go. Drop this tea before somebody.
Okay. And that was
Rayzor's, drop it for me.
Situation. That was Rayzor's response. So this is a thing that they've been doing. Now, hold on. Let me see. Do I want to pull this? Hold on. Did I have something else up? Okay, so fast forward. Rayzor and Supa gets married. Now, this is the thing. When they get married, people were having a lot to say. Not because it was a bad thing they were getting married, which I believe it was a bad thing for them to get married because they were already on rocky terms from what I understood prior to the wedding. Prior to the wedding, they were not doing as well as people may have thought they were. And this is another thing I noticed. These people live two different lives. They live an Instagram and an internet life, and then they live the real life. And as long as Supa was posting on the Instagram life, people thought that these people were happy. But people in the city and from the city knew it was some other shit going on. So fast forward, Supa gets married to Rayzor. Now, it raised a lot of flags because a lot of people felt like, girl, how you gonna get married to the nigga and you don't have your kids there? So for y'all who don't know, Supa Scent's kids were not at the wedding, allegedly. According to the rumors, it was Supa Scent and Rayzor. They did they did their own thing together and they just tied the knot, just them two. Nobody else. And I'm here for that. But my thing is, he has a host of kids. She have a host of kids. When I feel like to leave out the kids is kind of like symbolism or symbolic of the fact that that union is more important than the one that y'all supposed to have as a family. Because what you mean you went and got married without your kids there? Somebody said the kids didn't approve. That's what I was thinking too. I was thinking trading won't come no way. You see what I'm saying? Leah, she a baby. It was given trading won't be there no way. And remember, these people have internet personalities. According to us, they're happy, they're successful, they're young, they black, they turned. They have to continue on this lie. Because in real life, after these people get off the live, that don't be what really be going on. So now here they go having to keep this lie up that everything is good. And the rumors around the neighborhood, or at least around the city, was Trey was going to school spilling all his mama tea. Rumors on the curb in New Orleans were that Trey, which is her son. Let me pull him up. Let me pull Trey up. The rumors around the street was Trey hated Rayzor. I don't know this to be a fact. Don't get me the line. But I'm just telling you what the streets used to say. They said that Trey used to come to school and tell everybody at school how much he hated Rayzor and spill all the tea that was going on in her life. Here goes Super Son. This is Super Son Rayzor. That's her little girl, Leah. That's Rayzor. That's Rayzor. This is Super Son Trey. Trey is her oldest boy. She used to go viral with Trey all the time. Leah is Lewis's daughter. That's the little girl. That's the little girl she was with when she got with Rayzor. Now, Trey being a teenager, as you can see, first of all, let's start here. Supa is over 6 feet tall. Let that sink in. So if Supa is over 6 feet tall, how tall do you think Trey is? Now, if we know that they have a violent relationship and Trey is the son that has to witness all of this, I'm pretty positive if the things in the rumors are true, Trey hated that nigga. And you know what made Trey probably hate that nigga even more? The fact that his mama is head over heels and can't even see the plate. Mind you, she's in love with Rayzor. They live in this internet relationship because that's what I'm giving. That's what I'm getting. I don't know these people personally, but I'm just telling you the way it looks from my end. Y'all live in this internet relationship on the internet, but in real life, Trey going to school telling everybody that nigga over there knocking her head between the washing machine and dryer. Not only that, Trey going to school telling everybody he a bitch ass nigga, a punk, all types of shit. He'll beat the nigga. Trey is spilling all her tea. So much so in New Orleans, everybody knows what's really going on behind the scenes. Now, every so often when the noise get too high, then Supa will come on the internet and address it. When she came on and addressed that situation about her and Rayzor, that really was addressed to the city. The world just happened to get it after that. Because right now, I'm telling you, in that city, your first priority is the city. So when Trey was going to school, basically saying to everybody that he hated Rayzor and Ray was hitting on her, she would come to the internet, because remember, this is a whole nother world on the internet, and would combat it. They would post videos. I remember the video she posted talking about, my husband is my safe space. How you your safe space when he just popped your head between the washing machine and dryer? Neither here nor there. She was living one world on the internet and another one on Instagram. In real life. Now, in the meantime, all of this popping up upside the head of each other is going on. She is opening business with Ray. Now, I ain't gonna lie. They got this Ray's Pizza. That shit look good. I ain't gonna lie. She opened up this pizza spot with Ray called Ray's on the River. What is it called? That's another restaurant. What's it called? Pepperoni Ray's. Pepperoni Ray's. So she opens up this pizza spot with Ray, and this isn't her first rodeo. Supa did the same thing with Lewis. She had Lewis start that t-shirt company. Had us, or at least telling us, that Lewis was a self-made nigga. Lewis wasn't shit. Just like Lewis, she helped this nigga get a Ray's pizza place. Because Supa has an issue, and this is just one thing I can say. Supa does have an issue with finding bum-ass niggas and washing them up and shining them up and presenting them to us like they something they not. And then it takes mad day for us to realize them niggas ain't had nothing. It was all Supa. So anyway, fast forward, she opening up restaurants on Instagram. They on Instagram playing like they're a happy couple. And behind the scenes, they're saying that Trey is going to school telling everybody that his mama is miserable and that basically he hate Ray. So now fast forward, this guy comes to the internet because a rumor had came out a few weeks ago. This guy comes to the internet and he says that there was a rumor that Supa and Lou got into it and Lewis got arrested. This was a few weeks ago. Now, Supa originally came out and said that that was a lie. Supa was like, that's not true. Me and my husband together, everything, boom, 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 boom. The boy was still doing his TikToks, doing his big one, saying how he felt. But Supa was doing damage control because I tell y'all, living on this internet gonna get you every time. Supa will come back to the internet and do damage control, but every time the boy will come out with the rumors. Now, I don't know if he got the rumors from Trey himself or where he got these rumors from, but wherever he got them from, they were spot on. Let's get into the boy who was first spilling it in the city.
I really hope this is not true. But given what Supa has said in the past out her own mouth about how her and Rayzor used to fight each other, I kind of might could believe this is a thing. So the people is saying apparently last Thursday, I believe the message said Rayzor supposedly beat up Supa like really bad and then took all his stuff out the house. Supposedly whenever stuff like this happens in their household or what happens in their household, Supa's son Trey goes to school and kind of, I don't want to say tells, but probably vents to his friends, and then, people can't hold water. So they go back home and tell their people, and then people come to the internet with it. I hate for any woman to be in any kind of abusive relationship. Like I said, Supa has admitted in the past that they would fight each other. Like they would put hands on each other. Sometimes she would initiate it. Sometimes he would initiate it. And I do remember after that situation where there was a fight in like the car on the highway or something, and they got back together. They said they weren't going to put hands on each other no more. But according to the post I seen, that is not the case. My dad has always said when y'all start putting hands on each other, it is time for y'all to like stop messing with each other, to let each other go. And after the first time, y'all probably shouldn't have got married. Y'all probably should have just cut your losses there, because I feel like that's something that's in you. That's something that can't be like, that's something you can't stop doing. Because when you get mad enough, you're going to do it again and again and again and again. And it's just going to be a cycle that never stops. Like I said, we don't know if this is true, but if it is, like, babe, go ahead and get that divorce. Go ahead and end it. Don't talk to each other. Y'all ain't got no kids. Y'all can divide the assets that y'all got together after the marriage or after the relationship. Because this ain't it. It's not a good example. Were there kids in the house? I hope, girl. Yeah, if this is true, because I'm not saying it is true. I'm not saying it's not true. I'm saying I can believe it based off what Supa has said in the past. But yeah, y'all, this ain't that. This ain't that. And one thing I want to know, Trey, why you ain't help your mama? Y'all should have jumped him. I definitely hope this is not true. But given what Supa has said in the past,
So this was the guy who had came to the internet. I'm sorry. This was the guy who had came to the internet and had broke the story that Rayzor and Supa had allegedly had an issue. Because remember, the rumor around the I meant Rayzor, not Lewis. I'm sorry, but the rumor around the city was Trey had went to school and told the people at school that Supa and Ray got into it. And then Ray had, I guess, beat on or whatever the case may be. Now, the rumor in the city was Trey couldn't stand Rayzor. Now, once this rumor came out, like I said, Supa came out and was like, that's not true. My husband is my happy place. They was taking pictures and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Well, fast forward, hold on. The boys started getting backlash because this is typically what happens. Typically, how it works is people find their faves and they don't want negative things to come out on their favorites. That's just how it goes. So when the boy came out and said that, people kind of got on him and was like, oh, you just hating on Supa. Oh, you just mad. Oh, da-da-da-da. But, and this is the worst part. A lot of times that be the truth. But sometimes that don't be it. Sometimes people be telling the truth about the tea they be getting. But they drag this boy down. So then he had to come back, because recently it came out that obviously that he did get arrested. And this is the boy coming back to clear up his side of things as well. Not really clear up, but just to say, I told you so. Because he was the one who had broke it from the beginning. Check it out.
I was lying for clout. I was making stuff up. It never, ever gave that over here. And even in the video, I said, I don't know if this is true. I said, if this is true. And this ain't even for my girls on here on TikTok. This for these girls on Instagram who had so much to say. Even on here, a couple of Supa friends had jumped in the comments. But yeah, I just was talking about what I heard, which lo and behold, Rayzor is in jail for what? Domestic abuse, battery, child endangerment. And what did I say? I had heard that he had whooped on Supa in front of Trey. Trey went back to the school and talked about it. The children he talked about it to told the parents, and that's how it got to the internet. Like, girl, and I ain't in no way happy about this being true. My whole thing was, like I said, Supa herself has said that Ray put hands on her. She said it herself that they be fighting. So I don't understand why y'all have found it so far stretched. Like, it just couldn't be true that he had what, be for real. Like, she said it herself. And as I said in my video, girl, I hope Supa leaves and don't go back. Because when y'all start putting hands on each other, like my daddy has always told me my whole life, it's time for y'all to leave each other alone. And I really want to go in. I really want to girl, say some choice words, but you know, that's not I don't want to do that on the internet. That's not cute to me. But girl, y'all was, especially y'all Instagram girls, y'all was trying this so bad in the comments, just for it to be true. Oh, oh, again, you know, prayers to Supa, because no woman should go through that. No woman, no matter. Now, some of y'all was in the comments talking about some, you know, Ray ain't but this big and Supa that big, and she probably, yeah, that's, he's still a man and she's still a woman at the end of the day. Prayers to her, prayers to those kids. I really hope she gets the strength to leave and don't go back. Baby, go ahead and get that divorce. Y'all ain't got no kids. Split whatever assets. Apparently you had all the money, so I don't know what assets there'll be between y'all two besides that restaurant. And then some of y'all was in the comments. Some of y'all was in the comments talking about some, oh, Supa knows she really want a woman or whatever, which I think Supa has said herself that she, you know, Dad was always into women. And then this is a sickening pic. Baby, she ate this. I love this. But one of y'all in the comments was saying that at one point she was with a woman, but they was beating on each other too. So I don't know. But like I said, prayers to Supa and them kids, for real, for real. But yeah, y'all don't, I don't make stuff up for clout. I don't just lie like that. Like I said in the video I heard. I literally seen it from somebody else's live, and then I came and talked about what I heard. Like, y'all, the internet, but I'm built for this. You know, that's why y'all watch me. Y'all know who I am. I don't watch y'all. I don't know y'all. So, and this goes strictly to the ones who had so much slick stuff to say. Now look at your egg on your face. And shout out to the Daily Hip Hop T for putting me on. Y'all go follow his page. He be on it. He really be.
So this, like I said, he was one of the guys that came to the internet and has outed the fact that Supa and Ray was beefing with each other because it came out through Trey that basically all this was going on. Now, fast forward again. Supa hadn't lied and made it seem like, I ain't gonna say lie, but she did lie. It was like a little white, black lie, whatever it was. But Supa had made it seem like that wasn't true. As a matter of fact, Supa had went and did a video and basically said that people just waiting on her downfall, and they are. And that I fit my heart. That's the part I do. I will say my heart go out to Supa on. Let me put that picture up here. That's the part I will say my heart go out to Supa on, because Supa has poured out her heart to that city, man. That girl do all type of stuff for the city. And the very city that she do everything for want her down to the ground. I love my city, bro. But I knew I did not want to make it in my city. I knew it, because the love that they'll give you for staying is going to be hard. No, the hate that they'll give you for staying is going to be way harder than the love. And it's just not in New Orleans. It's everywhere. It just is. And they be dragging this girl. She can't, and this is the worst part. She lives her life out loud on the internet, and she tries to come and be forthcoming with her stuff, but she can't get a doggone break. Because even when nothing is going on, they make it. It's almost like they can't wait to see the girl go down. And and to me, I would never respect that, and I would never get behind that. It's one thing to not like her for whatever your reasons are, and most people don't like her because they were told not to like her. That's really called a thing. But to bring this girl down and drag this girl down, even though she do all the things she do for the city, that's unforgiving for me. But at any rate, the city knew what was really going on with Supa. Now, the internet caught on. I know Tasha K was doing videos. The Messy Sweet Spot did videos. Buku people was putting up videos about the rumors. But remember, at this time, they're only rumors and speculation, because she's doing damage control on the internet. Now, before we get into Rayzor's charges, let me say this. I will say this. Tasha K said it on one of her lives. Tasha K said, the reason why Supa going through these depression stages and all that stuff is because what makes her happy, which is her purpose, she's not doing it. She's so busy focused on niggas. And that's the guy's honest truth. And I'm paraphrasing with what Tasha said, because I want to piggyback off of that. Supa is a natural creator. Supa has a gift. And Supa understands her gift. If Supa taps into her gift, Supa can be a millionaire 10 times over. But Supa getting caught up in these niggas and in this 3D New Orleans bullshit. And that's why she continued to be in the position that she is. Supa got to get rid of everybody and start from scratch. Supa got to get up out that city. And Supa got to get rid of Ray. Hell, Supa even got to get rid of them churn. And Supa got to figure out how to get back to Supa. Because to be completely honest, it's starting to wear down on her. It really is. Like, You're starting to see it in her energy. Even when you see her in pictures, she be looking beautiful, but she be looking drained. Like, the only way Supa gonna get back to her happiness is if she get back to her creativity. These niggas that she be running behind, she gonna continue to get into this situation because Supa is trying to chase the status. She not even chasing. I don't know. It looks like she's trying to chase the status of having the husband, the family, and the success. But it's just not working out for you, my love. At any rate, so it comes out yesterday. Now, mind you, the rumor that the boy was talking about came out a few weeks ago that Rayzor was arrested or at least got in trouble for domestic violence against Supa. But Supa had came out and made it seem like that wasn't true. So then fast forward, when the arrest thing comes out yesterday, now everybody's like, okay, so then you lied. And the fact of the matter is, if we are to go off the way that Supa presented this, yes, she lied. But let me say this. It was a lie in her mind, probably to keep up with the image. You got to keep in mind, at one point, she was in this $1 million home. Then she downsized. The very broke ass niggas in the city was telling her, oh, she broke, she poor. She's so busy trying to save face for them. That's the big problem. I wouldn't give a damn about what them broke ass niggas in the city saying. I'm going to be honest. But she trying to save face for them. And everything is about saving your doggone career, not career, but saving your reputation online. And because you so busy saving your reputation online, you not dealing with the consequences and the bullshit that you really need to be dealing with in real life. The fact is, when it comes to Ray, Supa, you should have never met. You shouldn't even mess with this nigga, let alone married him. The rumors around the world, or at least around the city, was Rayzor was using you from the beginning. The rumor was Rayzor knew that you was a lick. He knew you was a lollipop and he was coming to lick it. That's what the people were saying. Everybody in the city was saying that. Everybody. And this is the worst part. It'd be one thing if you be like, I'm gonna quiet out the haters. But girl, everybody was saying that. And his body language always seemed off to me. His body language always seemed like, I'm like, you know how you do that smile? You know how your mama say smile for school on the school pics, and the kid be like, that's the kind, I always got that energy from his body language. Every time he was around her, even on their wedding day, it's always you know? I don't know. But it comes out now he's arrested. Let's get into some of these charges. Y'all, it's a lot. So it says Ray Bro, the husband of Supa, has been arrested in Louisiana on multiple charges. According to St. Tammany Parish Sheriff's Office, ooh, that's the white people. The 36-year-old is facing charges including failure to honor a written promise to appear, domestic abuse / child endangerment, and domestic abuse battery by strangulation. Oh, so you choked the bitch. Now remember, the girl Ray said he tried to gouge her eyes out. They say he strangulated. And then what's the boy name? Stephon Diggs is around here choking women. What is with you niggas putting your hands around women's necks? I don't know. So strangulation, it says Supa and Ray tied the knot last year in Puerto Rico. Okay, bet. So the charges, the thing came out, and this is one thing I noticed. The paper says that he was charged on yesterday, but it was for a failure to appear. That would mean that the original rumor that the first guy came out with when Trey came to school and said Ray was beating on my mama, or my mom and Ray got into it, that would mean that when the police came out there to the house, it sounds like they came out there, saw that it was Supa and Ray, and instead of arresting Ray, they probably gave him a court date and said, hey, we ain't gonna take you to jail, but you gotta come to court. And I don't know if time got off of Ray. I don't know what happened, but something happened where Ray didn't make the court date, so he had to turn himself in from the looks of it, and yesterday is the date of the arrest. Let's go over it so you can see it. So if you see, here's the booking number, the agency, and the booking date is on January 27th of 2026. That is of yesterday. In the description, failure to honor written promise to appear. Now, it seems to me, like I said, what must have happened was whenever they got into whatever fight or spat or whatever it was they got into, it turns out that they must have didn't take Ray and said, you need to come to court, and then he never showed up. If y'all don't know about St. Tammany Parish, this is not Orleans Parish. We have parishes in Louisiana. We don't have counties. We have parishes. New Orleans have Orleans Parish. That's for anybody who born and raised in the city. They typically born and raised in Orleans Parish. Thank you, Jay New Orleans, for gifting 10 memberships. Shout out to everybody who received them. Y'all thank Jay New Orleans for the memberships. St. Tammany Parish, Jefferson Parish are two of the clearest parishes around the city. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't recommend getting caught in any of those parishes, because if you do, if you make it out alive, because yes, they still will hang and kill a nigga. If you make it out alive, you'll barely make it out with your face. Okay? So for him to get arrested, or at least for them to even have this thing in St. Tammany Parish, which is where they live, it turns out to me, or it sounds to me, whoever the cop was came out there must have knew them and let him live. But either way, when he didn't appear to court, St. Tammany don't play. And if he live in St. Tammany Parish and they put a warrant out for your ass, you might want to go turn yourself in, fat, because when they come get you, they're going to act like you just killed Bin Laden, bitch. They're going to come with the SWAT team, bitch, the CIA, the FBI, the HSI. They're going to come surrounding your house, bitch, like you killed girl Trump. That's how they is in St. Tammany Parish. My mama live in St. Tammany Parish. I know. Okay? So, it sounds to me like he got off and didn't go to court, which would mean that the original rumors were true, which would also mean that Trey, the rumors about Trey not dealing with with Ray, is not only true, but it would mean that if the battery was against Supa and her quote unquote children, let me pull them up. Like I say, Leah is a little bitty girl. I doubt the battery was against Leah. What it sounds to me like is if Ray and Supa got into it and it got physical and Trey jumped in. And remember, Trey is a child, but he is the statue, or has the statue of a grown-ass man. Remember, Supa ain't no little girl. Supa over 6 feet tall. So if Trey that tall, then whoop-de-doo. You get it? So it sounds like the battery against Trey, or at least Supa and her quote-unquote children, really is Supa, let's go over here, and Trey. That's what I'm assuming. See, domestic abuse battery / child endangerment. Now, that could be from Leah. It says bond type to be set. Ooh, he don't have no bond. Domestic abuse, battery strangulation, a bond to be. He don't have no bond. Oh, yeah, that's St. Tammany Parish. That makes sense. St. Tammany Parish don't play. St. Tammany, if you from Atlanta, it's like Cobb County, girl. It's like Forsyth, Georgia. They don't play like that. And the fact that they gave him a court date to appear and he didn't show up, they really probably pulled up on a SWAT team if he didn't show up his damn self. Now, back to this. My theory is he got into it with Supa and Trey jumped in. And that's probably where the child endangerment come in with both him and probably Leah, or just Leah for sure. And then Trey jumped in. But my heart goes out to Supa because, not because she had this coming, because she did. She should have never gotten with Ray so fast. She should have taken into account the things that people were saying and the things that she knew about Ray prior to. But in my mind, and at the time, I believe Supa just wanted to move on. I used to say, and I still believe Supa is like this. Supa one of those women who can't be by herself. I used to know a girl like that. I remember my sister-in-law told me, I gotta have somebody under me. I can't be by myself. Supa gave off one of them girls that can't be by themselves. So the moment she broke up with Lewis, I'm talking about they wasn't broke up 24 hours. She was already on live damn near with Ray. Supa kind of set herself up for this. So it kind of was already in the making, because like she said, I ain't break up with him from no scuffle. I broke up with him because he ain't have no regard for who could have saw it. But now here we are, after you lied, Supa, or at least tried to insinuate that everything was good, because people were saying that Supa, let me see if I can pull it up on her Facebook. Let me see if I can put it up on Facebook, because I saw it on Facebook. Because see, Supa posts different content to different platforms. And on Facebook, Supa was on there saying that basically people want to see her downfall, and she don't understand why, because all she do is good for the people. Let me see if I can pull it up. I'm gonna show y'all what she was saying on what is that other girl? What is the other name? Hold on, let me go to the people. What was her other name? Because she got that old name on Facebook. It wasn't Super. Yeah, it was Super Scent, but it was another one. And it's so crazy. There you go. Wazam Super. The old name. Wazam Super. Let me share it so y'all can see. That's the page, Wazam Super. That's the old name that she had. All right, let me see if I can find that video where she was talking. And she was basically how people want to basically want her to be down. Let me see. I had just saw it. Y'all like the video, please. Let me see.
Okay, y'all, so let's double down. When I made the post and said my hair...
That's about wigs. She might have deleted it, but there was a post on her Facebook where she was basically talking about how everybody want to see her down, and basically the rumors about her and her husband are not true, that basically her and her husband are doing good, and she even took her mama on a wine tour so that her and her mama could spend time. Let me show you the wine tour she took her mama on. Because she had posted the wine tour. But I knew when she posted the wine tour that her mama was the stand-in, because most of her content was her and Lewis. It went from her and Lewis to her and her mama going on the wine tour. We don't need to listen to the train ride. So look, she took her mama on the train ride, and I knew right then and there. I was like, hold on, let me see. Did I even switch it over for y'all to see? Here you go. This her and her mama. But she took her mama on a train ride, and I knew then and there. I said, wait a minute, because most of her content on her page be her and Rayzor. So if she took her mama there, then that tells me that her and Rayzor probably is on bad terms. But then I didn't really want to get into it because I didn't really care. I really hope the best for Supa, for real, for real. But ultimately, fast forward, she had to put this content up. And then after that, she put up a video saying that people were making stuff up, that nothing is wrong with her and Rayzor. They even had people in the comments saying, I just seen them together on Snapchat. I keep telling y'all, these content creators will post old pictures and videos to keep you thinking whatever it is they want you to think. It sounds like to me, the incident that happened a couple of weeks ago is the one that he was arrested for. And since that was the one he was arrested for, then that means that she probably wasn't with that nigga this whole time. She probably was not with that nigga this whole time, for real, for real. That's all that is given to me. And I hate this for Supa, because Supa deserves better than this. You know what I'm saying? She really does, but Supa set herself up for it. Your nigga in jail, Ray is in jail, and also, mind you, he gouges people's eyes out, allegedly. The rumor around the street also is Ray is a punk. That's the rumor in New Orleans. The rumor in New Orleans is Ray is a punk. And I know we call everybody punks in 2026, but no, this was the rumor before it was cool to say somebody was a punk. This was the rumor when she met the nigga. When she met the nigga, they had people that was coming out saying Ray was a punk. I'm telling you. I don't know how true it is. So it would make sense why he would be gouging women's eyes out and beating on Supa. Well, according to Supa, they beat on each other. I don't know. Who knows? All I know is my heart goes out to Supergirl. She hasn't posted anything. I'm on her Instagram. I haven't seen her post anything in regards to this. I do know this is hot topic in the streets. I saw she was posting that whack ass Kaleidoscope. I ain't gonna lie. I was gonna not hate on Kaleidoscope, but do not buy that shit. Do not buy Kaleidoscope. First of all, it's water. And I think that shit gonna pull your hair out. Don't buy. I ain't lying, though. Don't buy that shit. At any rate, that's the Supa and Rayzor story. I don't know. We'll wait to see what Supa says, if she says anything. But right now, Rayzor is in jail without a bond. And one thing about St. Tammany Parish, they do not play. The fact that they even gave him a court date and not arrested him, I'm pretty sure that white boy sheriff down there feel played. That I gave you my trust and you played with me. That he be lucky if he get a bond anytime soon. Because St. Tammany Parish do not play. Okay? They never did. No, niggas don't even like riding through St. Tammany. Bobby Rodriguez, thank you for the super chat. Says you are on a roll, Vu. Just finished watching your morning Joes. I'm sipping ginger root tea. I'm sick as a dog, but enjoying your Go Obviously show. Oh man, I hope you feel better, Bobby. And you know what? Just drink your tea and sit back and relax and enjoy. I'm here to help y'all, feel better and joke y'all through the day. And shout out to everybody who be on the morning Joes. Y'all already know what it is. Dimple Pop, thank you so much for being a member for 13 months. She says that Rayzor is a dangerous guy. Run, women, run. I think he like niggas. I do. Thank you, Dimple Pop. What you cooking? Thank you so much for the super chat. Says I really like Supa, but it give Candy Jr. This cycle got to stop for all women. And that's the thing. I'm so glad you brought that up. It is Candy Jr. The fact of the matter is, and I've said this before. Thank you. What you cooking? Black women, we are becoming so successful. We coming into some money. I ain't even saying that it's wrong to deal with a nigga who don't have nothing. I think what's wrong is for us to deal with niggas who don't have nothing and then lie about it. Stop putting these nothing ass niggas in our faces as if they are something that they are not. We all can see that these niggas are bums. Quiet as is kept. Brett and Judy is in the same situation because what y'all don't want to say out loud is Brett was a bum when she got with Judy. All Brett had was a microphone and a Funkified album. That's it. Brett was a bum when she got with Judy. They all do this. It ain't no different because Brett is a girl. It's all the same. Black women, stop doing it. If you're going to go get a bum and brush him up and make him nice and do that. But don't lie and make it seem like the nigga came with it because when Mad Day come, then you're going to tell us he didn't and we're going to be looking at you crazy. For real. I bet y'all ain't think about Brad being in the same situation she was. Brad ain't had shit. When Brad got with Judy, Brad was on here talking about how she didn't know if she was going to go back to jail because them people wanted to take her money because she owed them thousands of dollars for popping that girl upside the head with the Hennessy bottle. Brad is the same nigga in a bitch font. I don't give a damn how many albums that bitch sold. Dagger Brad is the same nigga in a bitch font. Say what I said. Y'all got to stop with all of this. If you're going to go get a nigga and shine him up and polish him up, do it on TikTok so we can watch it through and through. Stop lying and telling us these niggas is something they not. Stop. Ain't nothing wrong with saying, you know what? I went and found Ned the Wino on the corner and I done brushed him up and he's a shiny penny. And I want to bring him to the world and show you what I can do. I want to start seeing some girls do that. Bring us Ned the Wino. Let us watch the damn transformation so we can see you as a bad bitch. Stop transforming these niggas behind the scenes and coming back and making it seem like he's something he not. Because we all know Ned the Wino when we see him. At any rate, for real, we all know Ned the Wino when we see him, girl. Everybody know Ned the Wino. And Brett is a Ned the Wino. Brett is a Ned the Wino. I don't care. She is. She is a Ned the Wino. Mm-hmm. Let me see. Did I read this one? Yep. So with that being said, y'all, I'm about to get up off of here. Supa sent, my heart goes out to your fat. You done said your house is and your life is public, so we gonna look forward to what you got to say. Whenever she come back and say something, we gonna come back over here and Joe it. Dre, they hopefully you get a court date soon. If not, you'll be locked up here sometime. You better not have no holes nowhere else, because they ain't gonna let you out, fat. And you know what? It probably be right for you to go to jail. Because let me say this is the age of Aquarius, and all you people doing that dirty, nasty dog shit, that karma is coming back to you. Rayzor had allegedly been beating on the first baby mama, and if he beat on the first baby mama, I'm pretty positive he beat on other women after that. Maybe, just maybe, Rayzor going to jail is Rayzor's goddamn karma. And if it is, I am here for it. And maybe, just maybe, Rayzor needed to go to jail so Supa could get away from that nigga and get back to creating. With that being said, y'all, guard your grills. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. We live, baby. Come on. That's right. Okay. Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I won't
blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we are. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your lift it up. Then it bust it open, lift it up. Yeah, come on, lift it up. Then it bust it open for your B-O-Y. Bend it for your rockin' for your lift it up, baby. Mix it with your bustin' up.
Come on, Blaze, you know.
Drop me a nasty beat.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.